Hey, hey.
I said, damn, baby, what you got on? It's not just on a record. I said, damn, baby, can we go home for all infinity? Because we're running. I said, damn.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing, man? Welcome back to the Backyard Garden Podcast. I am your host. I am your guide. This is my guest for the evening, Mr. Isiah Smith. He is a trombone legend, perfect pianist, my lifelong friend, confidant, an activist, baby, philosopher, baby, legislator, writer, whatever you need, he got.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's good? What's poppin'?
What's popular?
Oh my
Okay.
Like, for real though, I'm happy to be here and, I'm just kicking it with y'all.
Truth triumphs over Trump. There's a tongue twister, but truth triumphs over Trump. Meaning the real people, the people that do the work, the people that have the vision, the people that keep hope alive, keep love alive, keep joy alive, that's the truth. That triumphs over Donald Trump. That triumphs over Tate Reeves. That triumphs over every boss, manager. It doesn't matter. The truth, love, joy, all that, like we were saying in the first episode, it triumphs over everything we got going over today. So we're not going to stress. We're not going to worry. We just going to give y'all some information. We're going to have a good time. We're going to showcase my friend's talent for y'all. And we just going to have a good time. So,
Cheers.
the truth. Like I was just saying, we got to stick together. And I know some ways that I can think of how we as a community, blase, can stick together. But what ways do you think, or that you just know will work if we did?
I think that we need, in this time, when we're dealing with Donald Trump and his government, we need to organize at the local level.
Okay.
Like, it's all about people power. Like, we really need to get back to our roots.
When you say that, what you mean? Like food drives, donation drives?
Definitely, like with the WIG programs, for instance, or with the free breakfast for kids. Cause
After school tutoring and stuff?
Absolutely, Boys and Girls Club, all this stuff. What they try to do is they try to take those programs away. Or they'll lie and say they came up with them.
Right.
And then they'll condemn the people that did.
But you know what? I remember when we was in high school, like, I tried to get everybody to get registered to vote. Yeah. They shut that down. I tried to do this. They shut that down. And it's just like every idea I had, it came about to where they tried to change it to where, oh, we did this, we did that. Like, I was never mad because I'm still knowing, okay, my plan got processed.
Yeah.
But like you said, organization, just even with organizations, we still need to have organization. Like, everybody want to be president over this, dictator over that. Like, they want to run stuff, but I feel like we need to work together. You got to have structure, yeah, but we definitely do need to organize. So what's the second way you think?
The thing I've come to learn is the fight is it lasts forever. The people with power, they're always gonna find a way to try to fight us.
But you know what? I feel like nowadays it's a fight going on, but we choosing to lose. We arguing and fighting about the wrong thing. We trying to get TikTok back and arguing on Facebook and families disconnected and all that, but we're not actively having the lunch programs and they consistently doing it, not just no annual thing, not just no one time thing, and then, oh, this didn't work out, didn't that many people that show up, so we just gone.
Yeah.
It ain't enough push, it ain't enough drive, it ain't enough people that's really like, okay, I really believe what I'm talking about, I really am in this, like, I love what I do. I feel like we don't care enough.
Well, honestly, I don't think it's that we don't care enough. I think it's just there's like a lot of misinformation out there, honestly. I think we need to be honest about that. I feel like and I'm really speaking to the black community, there's a lot of pain that we feel. And so there's different things that we believe or that we try to want to believe, like misinformation about our history,
right,
or about like science. Like throughout history, they have used black women.
It ain't even just history; they experience us now,
and absolutely now. I think my biggest fear for us is that like we'll get lost in history, as in like other communities will eventually adapt to modern technologies against how the government uses them. Because if you look at history, yes, the government uses all types of technology against us, but also the people themselves have always taken technology, like the printing press. Like when the printing press came out, they used it and censored it, like to talk about how good the king was. But eventually, they started throwing the king off the throne and printing him. So
they're like, forget this man.
Yeah,
He ain't talking about that.
Absolutely. So we have that power. We just gotta think like, okay, have the history, but also we gotta move forward.
How do we move forward? Like, it ain't just one simple answer. It's multiple ways. And like you said, we have to, first of all, get on one accord. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
One person thinking this, this ain't right, that ain't right. Because even when it comes to gay, lesbian, bi, black, it's still discord in that.
Yeah.
I represent black men, but y'all y'all gotta fend for yourself.
Yeah.
Or it's like, I love, like, women, they stand for women. Black women this, black women that, but y'all still be putting down the men. I'm guilty of that. We still like, men ain't this, they ain't that, ain't worth that. Okay, so why aren't we molding families anymore?
Absolutely, but also, like, I think it's critical that we never forget and we also keep in mind. Because when I talk about the past, it's not to be, like, held back by it, but it's just like we got to keep in mind the stuff that happened. Because with the Reagan administration back in the 80s, how they injected crack into the communities and they tore black families apart. Right. And then they put out lies like black people lazy, this and that, and then we internalized that. Like, we started feeling like it was true, and so we started turning against each other.
I'm glad you said that, because we want to pick and choose who we fighting for, and in this race, in this whatever, in this community, we gotta fight for everybody. I'm black power until the day I die, but at the same time, I'm Mexican power, I'm Hispanic power, I'm Asian power, even white power. Because everybody, disabled power, prison power, I'm every power. Because God ain't looking at, she on drugs, she this. You have a human heart, blood, thoughts, feelings, emotions, but people don't seem to understand that.
I'm glad that you said what you said, though, because I mean, we should be about all people's power. The core thing is that the people who have always tried to put a barrier between the people who have not. And if you look at how they do it now, they'll lie and they say that it's because of, the immigrant, because of the black, because of whoever. But the reality is, every year they tax us and they take our money and they spend it. They give us crumbs.
Crumbs! They gave Electra. I like that. But you know what? We gotta get to the real truth, meaning for all the love, all the let's work. The bare truth is what we laying out right now. We done talked about the fact that the government ain't really helping, the community ain't really helping, we ain't really helping. So our job now is to help the audience. We gotta just come up with a new plan. That takes time. That ain't gonna be done in this episode. We gotta come up with a new plan. People have always found ways around stuff.
But I think I really want people to just remember, it's way more of us, all regular people, than them. We'll always live to fight another day.
Sorry, we don't endorse violence on the podcast. We doing it with...
Yes, absolutely. A spiritual fight.
Wait a minute. Because
is it wrong to say that these people are like, the powers that be, they're operating a demonic spirit?
Is some of them in the church?
Well,
but I got a story. I was at work and this man, I knew him. He a pastor, right? He came in. I'm thinking I would get myself together, trying to wipe my lip outside, fix my clothes, he's standing up, right? Yeah. I'm like, how you doing? And he was like, yeah, give me a pack of Newport 100. I was like, here I am thinking this man is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
you gotta live a good fight. You gotta put the cigarettes down. You gotta blah blah blah. You gotta do this. And I'm like, dang. You know what I'm saying? We be so judgmental. Like, if you could be a good judge, or like, oh my God, she stole this, she stole that. That girl could be hell on wheels. Or he's so ruthless. He ain't got no common sense, and he can just be the smartest. You know what I'm saying? That's why we gotta stop judging and just be truthful about everything. I don't know. It's time to go ahead on. Do what you gonna do. If you ain't gonna stand, you ain't gonna stand. That's what I wanna know. What the people that don't have no say, they just, I don't really care. I didn't vote. I don't know about none of that stuff. I don't really, like, how do we grasp them in?
I think we need to talk about the things that matter to everybody. healthcare,
not having no job, not having no money,
absolutely,
house and rent.
Yes, all of that stuff. Like that needs to be the center of the conversation again.
Well, moving forward, we both agree that to even have this conversation, we have to get the gist of what we even mean by the truth. What are the two biggest pros and two biggest cons you feel are within American society?
American people do generally have a very they're very spirited, and they believe in themselves. We just heard it right now. But we need to remember who we really are. Core values of the country is fighting for the common man. Famously, the Statue of Liberty says, "Give me a tie, you're poor." We need to remember what that means. Like, it doesn't mean casting people away and sending in, officers to snatch people away.
And remember how we got here.
Yeah. America was designed as a garbage can. Like, we were supposed to literally take all the people in the world that nobody wanted,
right,
and make a country out of it. So yeah, we weren't a garbage can. So that's what we're supposed to do. I feel like it's important to say, yes, we were brought here under such unimaginable circumstances. People don't even talk about the fact that 3 to 5 million people died on the way here before anything happened. But now the country belongs to us. Hello, excuse me.
What's one general topic and what's one personal topic you feel like we need to work on?
So as just a broad general topic, racism in this country, bro. I'm sorry, and we talk about it, but we don't talk about it enough. So okay, that's kind of the biggest problem in America actually is that we have. When we think of racism, we think of the N-word and the burning crosses and all that. That's very important. We need to remember that.
Okay, preach, minister.
The thing that modern racism in the 20th century is it's a mask racism. It's when the white people live in this rich neighborhood on the hill and they always by themselves and they do this. Where the white people just live off these little patches and enclaves. They do their little own thing and they might see us.
We out here scattered.
Yeah, it's about the money. They hoard all the wealth. They take the money and they leave everybody else out. Because you saw what Elon Musk did, right?
But you know what? These white folks is getting bold because they run out with the shirts, the signs. My friend said that.
Gaslighting. If you don't know what it is, look it up.
We ain't doing it.
Okay.
Gaslighting. For the girls that don't know.
Basically, it's when somebody tries to make you feel like what you feel and what you can see is happening is not happening at all. That's not happening. Shut up. Stop. And you did, but deep down. I'm sorry, I feel so bad. How they did, especially as a queer black man, is bad. Okay, anyway.
Now that's the tea.
I mean,
but to my black man, I know.
Don't understand.
You can't even hold the door for me. You gotta push me out. You don't know me. God. So the gaslighting, the racism. What's your personal?
Generally speaking, whenever I personally happen to interact with white people, it's more of I guess because I'm really observant, so I'm just really watching them.
Yeah.
But what used to be very loud, they kind of internalize now. So the snatching of the purse, for instance, or just the glares of suspicion, and of course, again,
I like that though, baby. If I got somebody in for so much white people, I don't be scared. Is there something in me be
yeah?
Why do we? And you know what? I used to be like that, and I'm like, dang, it's the mentality passed down because white men talking to me. I'm like, why am I putting my head down? Why am I
that's when they call it an internalized racism. We don't like to talk about it or admit it, but a lot of us do have it the thing is it's not our fault.
Or not even just because black folks. We can be racist,
and that's an example of internalizing white supremacy. Because we don't think that we can be white supremacists. They're how can I be? I'm black. You can. That's called thinking like a white person.
Saying we go as far as all chop people want to do is string. All Mexican people they just want to da steal this. There's no sense in it, even from the white, from the black, and even. Not just us, from them to us. It's all, everybody, like we said in the very beginning, it's no unity whatsoever. So we need Martins. We need some new revolutionaries to come and just be like, okay, y'all, stop the foolishness.
Actually, I'm glad you said that. I don't know if you know who it is, but Chris Small, back in 2020, he unionized. I think it was one of the first Amazon labor unions. He lost his job for doing that, but he got together whites, blacks, undocumented or illegal immigrants and stuff like that, and he unionized. Even after he lost his job, he still unionized and got it together, and he's steadily growing. So I think we should get behind people like that.
That's another thing. We got to start doing research. We not saying Glorilla, all them is, excuse me, not saying they, not influential, but we need to get our mind off of celeb, off of politicians. Because if you think about the politicians, they just the mouthpiece saying whatever these folks telling them to say. They believe in whatever the whole conglomerate is telling them to say. But an actual libertarian, whatever you want to call it, a leader, they got to stand through the good. They got to stand through the bad. They got to go through the phone calls, the emails, the tragedies, the the mishaps. Like, we got to get to the point where it's, like you said, we backing people that's backing us.
Actually, I would love it if Sexy and Glow.
That's what I'm saying. If they spoke up, that would be like,
if they allied with Chris Smalls and people like that, and I would love it if they was rapping at the labor union. Like,
you want to be leader, but you still got to be informative. Hold on, I hope I don't get black. I hope I don't get black video. Like man in my good. But no, we do need, because even when I just said Earth the Kid, Nina Simone, they make the music, they party, live their life, but at the same time, at the end of the day, baby, it's about backing all these folks, pushing the agenda, saying what we got to say, doing what we got to do.
Like you said, about them country folk. Like Carrie Underwood just sang at the inauguration, like how all of them, like Billy Cosby, like they for their people.
They gon' back them. Dolly Parton and still win. They gonna back them. Matter of fact, I never asked you this. Your piano story, like how did you even, I want to know about that. That's what we want to know.
I started playing the piano when I was about like 4. There was this lady, Miss Jennifer. She's my very, very first piano teacher. Jen. Oh my God, I would gag if I saw her. Yes, like she was she's more into like the classical. And I just remember like she held up. It was like I think it was like a bass clef or a note or something like that. And that was just like one of my first times I ever saw like sheet music or anything like that, a notation, anything. So she always has a special place. So shout out to you. When I was a kid, I did not practice a lot because I wanted to be like my friends and my cousins. I wanted to play Call of Duty and I wanted to do all this and that.
So why you didn't feel like that was an instrument to like be proud? Because I was like that too. When I first started playing, I didn't want nobody to know I was going to piano lessons. I was scared to go because I was like, dang, I ain't even gonna know who's gonna be here. But it's like, why do we as people be scared to be different? That's what I was saying. But why was you feeling like you couldn't really?
Personally, I think I felt that way because, but brothers.
You trying to fit in with the movement.
Yeah, like brothers can be a little bit shady. You know what I'm saying? Like and you can feel like, oh man, like I don't want people to know that. So I just, but I think this again. Everybody goes through something like that, like we want to fit in, and so we hire something.
What time period did you start taking it serious, like booking it down, practicing a lot, like you was in tune with it, like you fell in love with it?
I really got into it like late junior high, early high school because
I didn't know that. I thought it was before that because I remember seeing you playing with the little red piano shack. So when you started playing for church, when did you start playing for church?
I was actually like, when I first played my church, 7. I was the musician though. That was when I guess you could say I was the junior musician. I just got my little training and under the various musicians they have, I just sort of play under them and learn. And it's kind of funny. That's kind of, I guess you could say, my tutoring. I just kind of, in addition to Miss Ellis, shout out to Miss Ellis. I just gonna learn different things from them. I learn from Yasha, learn from
Isiah.
yeah, absolutely.
Shout out to Missy and Yasha, y'all. I promise y'all, them are some legends.
Yeah.
Carthage got, bruh. When it comes to them pianists, I don't even know what to call them, cause they are
exactly that part. Because yes,
easy.
period. Don't ever play.
So, what does music distract you? Like, do you do it as a job? Do you feel like it's a burden? Like, what is it about?
I mean, it's for me, it's my healing. I love music so much. Gig, I play for churches. I love music.
So, who inspires you? Like, what artists, like, that you try to, not mimic, but, they can play real well. Like, you like their sound, you like,
So, I'm going to speak historically and in the modern era. So historically, obviously, I think a lot of people don't know that in addition to being a great singer, Aretha Franklin was a great piano player. Nina Simone, who you love, I feel like that's our my girls. I love and we respect each other. Like mine is like Aretha. Yours,
bro, y'all don't know about Nina. And she didn't care about telling people on the stage that she able to have her money and everything.
And I think that's kind of maybe a reason why she's not as known, because it's easy to smear somebody
because
she dealt obviously with mental struggles and with various abuse struggles. So,
but they be the best musicians though.
Absolutely, and I don't know why it's so.
They be the best. Them crackheads be the best.
People who they put all of that into
all of it, and you can tell. Okay, so that's great.
And as far as in the morning, I love John Legend so much. Who doesn't love John Legend? Hey, give us some slack.
Give us some slack.
Okay.
Him and Amber Rose.
Okay, Amber. Wait a minute.
Oh no, this like that type of show. We ain't got. So it's like the messy boots. Take that somewhere else. Maddie, I think I want you to play.
Okay.
Praise the Lord, everybody. Welcome to the Backyard Garden. I'm your host with the most. I'm not a ghost, but I'm chose, huh? We got Isiah on the keys. Isiah, he setting souls free. Isiah the man with the plan, baby. And my wine glass, of course. But you know what? I feel like singing to you a little bit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Down, hey, you better stop. Let me tell you. Hey, whoa, hey, at the backyard. We ain't at the front yard, we at the backyard. We traveling really, really far. We traveling really far. I got my man Isiah on the keys. I got my boots, yeah, they clean. I got my new shoes, they mean. And when I walk through, I'm at the backyard. We at the backyard. Are you at the backyard? 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 Let me say something. Hey, we have to. Hey, we have to. Hey, hey. Make a little more soul. A little more soul in it. Put a little more soul in it. A little more soul in it. Put a little more soul in it. A little more growth in it. Put a little more growth in it. A little more growth in it. But we at the backyard. Hey. Oh, what? We at the backyard. Hey. Scat for me one time. Scat let me get backyard. Whoa! Hold on. That was a quickie right there. What it is? Let's sing a song real quick with this here. Hey! His blood washed me. His blood washed me. His blood washed me. His blood washed me. His blood. Oh, said it washed it. Hello. Hey, get on y'all feet trying to get along some praise on this podcast. that you have done. Yes, I'm grateful for the victories you won. I could go on and on and on about your word. Because I'm grateful, grateful, so grateful just to praise you, Lord. Flowing from my heart are the issues of my heart is gratefulness. I am grateful for the things that you have done. Yes, I'm grateful for the victories we won. I could go on and on and on about your words. Because I'm grateful, grateful, so grateful just to praise you, Lord. Flowing from my heart, flowing from my heart, and flowing from my heart. One more time, flowing from my heart is gratefulness. It's flowing. Grateful, 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 grateful. Lord, we grateful, but they know when I get here, they would have said. Okay, y'all. So we're back from that interlude. That was so great. Like, clap for the boy. Cause this is what the Backyard Garden is all about. Showcasing talent, people that you just think is every day. This man was so sophisticated, so smart, but then he showed the soulful side, the singing side, so many aspects. Like I said, he's so real. In closing, I don't want to wrap this episode up because we could talk so much so long. We probably done went all the way around the world, talked about this, talked about that, then touch on what we need to touch on, touched on what we needed to touch on. But whatever was in here was meant for you to see. Second to last question was, what dreams do you have set forth in your personal life right now?
I just want to put more out there in the world.
What we need to look forward to, because we pushing this out. He on the podcast. This is one seed. We done plan it. So we gonna speak it out and let us know.
I will be putting out music. It's just a matter of timing, because I don't want to just, I want to put out something that's relevant to the moment, because I feel like right now it's a lot that people want to hear, and I want to be sensitive to the moment. Yeah.
You putting out your music, okay? What else we got to look forward to?
Writing. I feel like, and I encourage, I feel like we should have more black writers.
So what type of writing? Magazines, books, newspaper editor,
honestly, I consider myself, all of that is very appealing.
Okay. My friend is out the box. So all of the above.
Because I love fashion, and I feel like it's very important as far as expression.
Yeah.
So yeah, totally. Definitely would be a fashion mag editor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And me, my dreams, like I said before, basically kind of what you're saying. Like, I gotta put my music out there. I gotta start. I'm already starting back to perform poetry, all that, and I just wanna step into what I know I need to be doing, which is praise and worship, back at church, playing the piano, doing what I need to do. Like, my dreams are really what I already been doing, what I need to be doing all along. So it ain't a dream. It's a let's refocus, let's regroup, let's like a, it's like a revival almost. And even yours, it ain't even a dream, it's a revival because it's gonna come to pass. So, we just gotta work towards it. And so the last question I have is, how has God shown you ways to grow this past month? Like, just this, like, what has He taught you?
Really just to listen more, like, yeah, and not even only just to Him, honestly, because just to listen to each other. Because, I mean, how can we listen to God if we don't even listen to each other? I mean, I know I can't. I'm just repeat. I can't listen to God or anybody if I can't even hear my neighbor calling me when they need something or something like that.
So that's true, because oftentimes we be so busy, so oh, I gotta do this, oh, I gotta do that. And like you said, if we can't, God's work is to help others. So He using you can't even pick up the phone because you with your man doing whatever you're doing. You can't even do this because of whatever situation you got going on. So you are absolutely right. We do have to learn how to listen. And I mentioned that in my first episode, but I didn't think about it how you said, oh, I want to run to God, but if I can't listen to a person that I would think in my head, oh, this girl don't know what she's talking about, I don't like her. But God can use your enemies to give you some wisdom. But if we don't even be strong enough to, like you said, listen, you ain't looking at the person, you ain't looking at their outcome, you ain't looking at what they did yesterday, you just listening, taking it all in, using your ears, then you will be able to listen to God. Because He's gonna be like, okay, this person needs that, this person needs that, she needs this, you need to stay away from her. Like, you know what I'm saying? What way would you encourage the audience? You can encourage them to listen to God more, to just trust God more. Like, what do you do? How do you maneuver and just maintain and just, or are you? If you're not, just be honest.
My faith has been tested a lot, and there's a lot of times where I fall short of grace and faith. But I think the important thing to remember is that it's never too late to go back. Like, it's never too late. So
until it's too late.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you really gotta balance that. Like, in this moment, if you're feeling like you're not in a place where He can reach you, that's not true. He can, He will.
Minister, come on, say some more. We talk
will.
to the people.
Yeah, He will. So just meet them. Right there.
And we gotta meet them. They be our problem. They be my problem. We want God to come superhero say. Yeah. God is like, baby, look, just like your mama and dad say, come here. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? You doing what He's saying, but at the same time, you still learning, you still growing, you still bumping your head, like you still tripping and falling, but you still trying to get to Him. You still trying to meet Him halfway at least. It's hard to get into sin. I ain't gonna lie. That's a whole different episode, podcast. Yeah. It's hard to get out of it. It's easy to get into it. Like, it's easy to just be like, okay, I'm gonna just do this one time. I ain't gonna do it on my own, I promise. Yeah. But the next hour, the next 15 minutes, the next 2 days, like, you back in the same cycle, back in the same rotation. So I would say that's a very valid point that you made. I want to leave y'all with this little nugget. After everything we're gonna said, talked about, did, just let the truth, your truth, what you know to be real, what you know to be, not what your mama taught you, not what the government taught you, not what school taught you, not what the degree got you, but what you feel and internalize for yourself to know to be true. We have to stick with that. We can't teeter-totter the fence and, like you said, try to fit in with others or try to downsize our dreams and goals because of what's going around. We have to flourish. We have to, like the point of this podcast, we have to grow. We have to understand that it's time out for certain actions. It's time out for, like you said, ignoring your neighbor. Oh, she don't want that. Oh, you don't know what people need, just like and vice versa. People don't know what you need, but we don't reach out, we don't call, we don't text, we just stay cooped up and, oh, I'ma just be depressed, oh, I'ma just say fuck it, oh, I'ma just go on about my day, it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. But we don't know how to listen, and we don't know how to be heard either. So, my prayer and my ending would be a poem I wrote for you guys. Crying. I sit on my couch, planning a future of defeat. The tears keep falling as the smoke of hope lingers in the air. Cause I realize, sitting in my underwear, unaware, that being scared ain't helping me survive. And me not trying is the same thing as dying, because I feel trapped inside of a it's nothing I can do to fix this trilogy. The first one being my youth, the second one being my androgyny, the last one might be my 13th reason, cause this adulting shit is almost ungodly. The boat of my sanity is rocking uneasily until it reaches shore. I run and return to the earth I was made of. Man, this life shit is real enough to let you pour your own cup of hurting until you hate love. A poison you concocted and served to your spirit. You then serve more of this hate to a thirsty community. Come on, man. I shake in pity, I wallow from sorrow, I scream at the moonlight, I pace because something is following me. I whistle to Maddie, I wean to drinking, I pray to Jesus, I read Beyonce lyrics. I mimic what I thought I used to see, but that kind of overcoming must only be seen on TV. The redness of anger is more clear to me than reality. I pound my fist inside my left palm. Another mountain, another fight, another hill, another climb. Miley Cyrus preaches on my worldly radio. My phone is on 20% battery save mode. Can't even save this feeling I have. My jaw is tense as I feel a new feeling. It's almost electrifying. It says, hello, Keystone. I say, hello, crying. Enjoy this podcast. I send love. I send peace. I pray that God surpasses every need that you want met and gives you more. I pray that Isaiah has more than enough to sustain. I have more than enough to sustain. We all as a community can grow. We all as a community can think about the truth and live the truth. Have a blessed night. I love you guys so much. Hey, hey. What?